G'day guys, and welcome to my daily vlog for today. Now in today's video I would like to cover a topic that has been really annoying me of late. The actual use of what some people have been using on their YouTube channel. Basically they're using very poor framing. Now framing is important to not only YouTube video makers like myself, but to also amateur photographers. I'm also an amateur photographer. It's one of my hobbies. And I actually years ago went to do a course in that kind of thing. And it was run by a professional photographer, and this guy said to me one thing that I will never ever forget. Was, James, you can actually make some of the best photos or videos by simply doing something called framing. Now framing is actually something quite simple. If you've got, say, a set thing like my car here, I know it's dirty, but if I wanted to take a picture of my car from here and I went up and did frame it, it'd be a very boring picture. So what this photographer person taught me was, if you could get your two hands, I'll just put this away for a sec, get your two hands like this, form them into an L shape. Now you'll see that my fingers are now like this. This will give you the peripheral visual of what your shot will look like. Now this is actually used by professional producers and directors of feature films. So next time guys, if you want to really take a heads up shot, I'm not digging at anyone. I don't want people saying, hey, how dare you say this about my videos. I'm not taking personal dig at people for doing videos. What I'm trying to point out to you guys is to actually make better shots. Now this is really important, because if you think you've got the greatest shot in the world and it's poorly framed, people are going to go, this is crap, right? So, and I'm just using a static background here, but it is framed. If you could actually see by doing this, to see the car, but it's all got to do with framing, and that's how to make the best videos possible. Now obviously some of the best videos on YouTube don't get all the time the most hits. It's all about also making your subject really interesting. So I mean, sometimes it can be just being there at a spur of the moment thing, you know, seeing something. For example, my Rocking Piper video, that was shot about, I think, 2-3 years ago down at Fremantle, which is a suburb of Perth, and it was just a spare of a moment thing shot on a digital camera. Excuse me. I didn't expect that video to go viral as it has, and I think at last count it had over 22,000 subscribers, 22,000 views in Australia. And obviously YouTube has seen that it's gone viral, and now that I could actually make some money off it. I'm not planning to do it at this stage. I'm in two minds about that, but that's a different story. Obviously, to make, the thing is, on that video, the interest is the piper. He plays rock music with bagpipes. So make your thing interesting, and that's how you make brilliant videos on YouTube. Another thing is, I do apologise that I haven't posted many videos on either of my channels recently. I've actually, a couple of weeks ago, I had a bad accident while I was doing some gardening. I'll show you my garden a little bit later in this video as well, because I've done some pretty amazing work, where I was actually cutting the lawn with a whippersnipper, and I had safety glasses on, and I didn't realise there was a stone in the grass, It went straight through the safety glasses and hit me just 2 centimetres below my right eye. So all of last week, for a couple of days, it's still a little bit swollen a little bit, but it's a lot better than what it was. So for last week I didn't make any videos, primarily because my eye was puffed up like you wouldn't believe. I do apologise about that. I know that, YouTubers or people think if you don't post videos up all the time, people get annoyed. But I think in this situation where my eyes, to rest up and, do all that kind of thing, I've got to take advice from medical professionals and rest up if they say rest up, and, stay away from bright lights if it's got to do with eyesight. Thankfully, it hit, as I said, on my cheek and not into my eye. If I hit it into my eye, I could have gone blind. So yeah, it was really serious and really scared the living crap out of me. Anyhow guys, I'll show you what I've done in my garden. Okay guys, I know this is it is quite dark because it's night time here in Australia, but as you can see, I've actually done, you might not be able to see very well, but I've actually cut my lawn. Oh my god. It is springtime here, so, and in Australia it's a kind of a tradition that you kind of put garden lights in your garden in springtime. But I went to my local hardware store, which is a place called Bunnings. Now Bunnings have the most awesome, my camera's going to have fun with this, with the autofocus, because these actually change colour. So as you can see, it much well will go zoom in, fade in, fade out. But these are awesome things. I just fell in love with them when I went to the hardware store, and I thought, I gotta have them. But as you can see, I've cut my lawn. I'll just see if I can, yeah, it's all cut. And this is where I actually had, I'll show you the position in my lawn, where actually, yeah, it's around here that I actually hit a stone. The stone hit my eye. So yeah, it's a little bit that way. So that, I could have had a much worse accident. Anyhow, guys, let's turn this over. I'll see you guys on the web. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.